During the cool summer months of my childhood, when the veil between this world and the next faded into lace, the neighborhood abuelitas and tias would gather us together and tell us stories older than brown skin. I, the only nappy head in the group, I always gripped onto the tale of La Llorona, the weeping woman. No one knows her origins, but her tale follows many paths. If we were good, we were told the story of Llorona la Santa, woman who watched over babies when they strayed too far from home. But if we were bad, we were told the story of Llorona la Maldita, who snatched up naughty children who were compelled to roam and wail like her for all eternity. For 6 years, La Llorona visited me in my dreams, her voice reflecting mine, cool breath like the bodies of water she lurks around, ivory robes glistening in the moonlight, always bound to search, bound to this woman's work of excavating the remains of our rewritten history. The men like to say she drowned her babies, but we women know better, have the wisdom to tell the difference between indigenous truth and a Western lie. Maybe Llorona is just searching for recognition, pitied mother who laments the death of her babies, the Aztec goddess who died during childbirth, or the spiteful Chiapapilton who stole babies from cradles. But I like the vampirist Llorona best, la mujer who sunk teeth into the leathery necks of men who did not know their place, who questioned a woman's work but demanded so much of it, her wails echoing the betrayal of 1,000 wrong women and their daughters who carry their sorrow in empty bottles. Maybe Llorona is weeping because she knows the cruelties of this world too well. Maybe Llorona is weeping with joy at everything we can bring to this earth. Maybe Llorona doesn't know why she's weeping, and that's okay too. We women who sacrifice our dutiful brown hands to community, who sacrifice our bodies for motherhood, the grieving continues and continues. And this Western myth dooms us to be tragic, weeping locas for all eternity. Maybe Llorona is tired of sacrifice. Maybe Llorona just wants to reclaim her tongue. Maybe Llorona just wants to be loved without transaction, without condition. I bet Llorona is a Gemini like me, multifaceted, only showing her authentic shape to those who truly deserve it. The long nights filled to the brim of wanting something more, sour like lake water. Maybe I am Llorona, all of this ancestral grief breaking caves into my spine, digging graves to bury all of this hurt, learning to rise from my inherited grief once more.